Today we're going to be watching a video by Jack Gordon. He made a video talking about the algorithm that helped him go viral. And what he did was he managed to figure it out. He did a little bit of research into it, ran some tests, and he was able to grow an organic TikTok page himself. So we're going to go into this video, talk a little about it, because I know that there's a lot of business owners love to ask me all the time, how do I build an organic TikTok strategy? And today what we're going to do is we're going to watch this video. I do the marketing on the paid ad side, but I do know some little information about the organic side. So we're going to watch this video. I'm going to give you some feedback about what I know, what I think, and we're going to learn together about how you can grow your brand on TikTok. If you're in e-commerce and you've been working with Facebook ads and you're totally sick of how their performance is, schedule a call with me. I got you. I run TikTok ads for a lot of my clients and I make profitable results for all of them. So hit me up. I'll help you guys out.
I figured out the TikTok algorithm. In the last week, I've gone from 0 to 100,000 followers. And along the way, I learned way more and interviewed fellow TikTokers.
That really boosted what the algorithm saw my videos as.
Reworked my strategy. It's worked better than I ever thought it would. You can even use code to analyze 10,000 TikToks and find averages. But let's start from the beginning. The tech world is more than just phones and computers. So much of tech today is completely intangible. Purely software algorithms, the things that truly run our lives. That's why I started this series, to try and figure out how these algorithms work. But a lot of people pointed out that correlation doesn't equal causation, and just by analyzing TikToks on the For You page isn't going to tell me how the algorithm works. So I had an idea. I have 7 days starting today to get as TikTok famous as possible. And throughout these 7 days, I'm going to be testing the conclusions I made in the original video.
Oh, what are these conclusions he's made? So he's talking about the average times each type of video was shown, length of each video on average. Oh, so these are probably the videos he's referring to that actually managed to get popular. So far from what I see, I mean, this does make sense. We actually run our ads from 9 to 15 seconds most of the time. Even if you check out the TikTok Creative Center, most of the ads that are doing very well are maximum 15 seconds. There are a couple of outliers, one that was like 41 seconds, but majority of the time, 15 seconds is more than enough, and it's definitely usually like the upper limit of what your ad should be hitting. So we got custom famous audios.
Here's how it's going to work. I've already shot about half of the TikToks I'm going to post, but collectively, I'm going to post 20 TikToks over the course of the next 7 days. I'll mostly stick to tech content, but will slowly shift into algorithm-related content until the very last one, where I'll be revealing that the audience has actually been part of an experiment the whole time. It'll be our little secret until they find out. Each day, I'm going to be testing my theories by using a control TikTok and 2 experiment posts. The control will be the first TikTok of every day, with no hashtags and no music, so just a plain old video. Then the second TikTok of every day will use hashtags, things that relate to the video, as well as hashtag FYP and hashtag for you. Because as you'll remember from the first video, I found that hashtags, even those ones, don't actually have a big effect on whether or not your video gets promoted. And so here, we'll be testing that. And finally, I'll be testing sound theory. The sound theory also came from the first video. It's just that having a famous sound in the background of your TikTok will help promote your posts better than using a custom.
So before we continue, he's talking right now about the organic side, where sound is very important. Sound is very important. It always helps you to use a famous sound. You can always just mask your sound. So by that, you basically create your own video with your custom audio. And then once you're uploading the TikTok video, what you do is you just select a famous song that's going on right now and you put it above, and then you set your sound volume, your added volume to 0. It basically tricks the algorithm.
Now, obviously, I'm not doing dancing TikToks or something where I could put a famous sound in the background, but there's a little trick to trick the algorithm into thinking that you are. Put a famous sound in the background of the TikTok and then turn the volume down a bit to 0. Then
yeah,
when
that's
TikTok
it.
is posted, it will have a famous sound on the bottom and be tagged under that sound, but you won't actually hear it in the video. It's a weird hack, but I'm thinking it may help that last video of the day each day be promoted. I've already edited the first 3 TikToks, so I think it's time to post them. Let's see how this goes. The algorithm of TikTok is more influential than nearly any other piece of tech in the world. I've been covering tech on this channel for 6 years, but there's a reason I've switched over to covering this stuff. This is the tech that matters today. TikTok was by far the most downloaded app of 2020, and
This is true. TikTok has been exploding in growth, and it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon. Their ads platform has absolutely blown up. The improvement has been crazy on there. The last couple of months, it went from basically just getting released to massive. It's really crazy. The growth it's not going to stop anytime soon. So let's see what he says.
And it's run exclusively by one algorithm. And with TikTok controlling much of our lives, the algorithm is ultimately responsible for much of the thoughts and beliefs of the general public. I don't think a society has ever, in history, had so much reliance on a single computer software. Most social medias, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, for example, have different outlets for their algorithm to go. The Home tab, Explore tab, suggested videos, but for TikTok, there's just one place. The For You page. And on the For You page,
This is what sets TikTok apart from every other social media. Because every other social media has multiple things they have to worry about. So Facebook, when they're working on Instagram, they have to make sure their stories works, Reels, posts, IGTV, their Explore tab, Marketplace. Twitter has to worry about its homepage, search results, trending, its fleets. YouTube has to worry about the homepage, search results, suggested, and all this stuff. And because they have to focus on so many things at the same time, they can't focus on one thing and do a really, really, really good job at it. So TikTok only has the For You page. They've already nailed down the algorithm. This algorithm is designed to get you onto the app, stick you onto the app. It's proven. Look how many times that you've opened up the app yourself. You're scrolling through and you're like, damn, I'm gonna watch this one more video and I gotta go because it's like I should be sleeping right now. And then half an hour later, you're like, damn, like I'm still not sleeping, but I'm still gonna watch these videos. It's highly addicting. TikTok has done such an incredible job. Once you get on the platform, it's so hard to get off of it.
unlike on YouTube, where you actually have to click on a video, the algorithm of TikTok can literally just force you to watch something. As you're scrolling, it's just the next video it decides to put in front of you. So not only is TikTok's algorithm ultimately the simplest in its objective, but it's also the most powerful. Everything you do on the app comes down to the algorithm, since nearly every video you see is completely and artificially fed to you by what it thinks you'd want to see. And clearly, the algorithm does a good job, because as we said in the last video, the average TikTok user spends 52 minutes a day. One algorithm has immense control on 1 billion people's lives. You see why this is important? But let's check in on how my account's been doing. Okay, 4-day update. It's 7:30 p.m. on Wednesday, January 27th. I published my first video on Saturday, January 23rd at 1 p.m. with 0 followers, and we are now at 71,000 followers and 1.3 million likes. Whoa. For one, that's definitely more likes and followers than I've ever gotten on YouTube, and I've been doing that for 495 times longer. But there's a reason for that. TikTok's algorithm is just so much simpler, like we just talked about. And so followers, views, and likes mean something completely different.
So he's right. TikTok's growth, the potential is so much better than on YouTube. YouTube, you have much more competition. And not only that, but people have more of a chance to look at your thumbnail and make a decision before watching your video. TikTok, what it does, it basically forces you it puts it in front of you, and you still have the decision. You still can make the choice of watching it or not, but you're more likely to stick to that content and watch it than on YouTube.
But let's take a look at what's worked best. My most viewed TikTok was this one, about Apple going backwards, which has 2.8 million views, more than twice the view count of my entire YouTube channel, and it's been.
That's crazy. So in a couple of days, he was able to more than double his view count than on YouTube. That's crazy. TikTok is really a major asset for anyone. You can't tell me it just isn't. It's just not true. I've even found a couple of companies and businesses that just have a couple of videos, yet they're able to drive massive amounts of traffic to their website just because they just posted a bunch of videos on TikTok. It's crazy.
2 days. But unsurprisingly, that was in fact the third TikTok of the day, with a famous sound in the background. At a volume of 0, of course. But hashtags haven't seemed to be helping as much. The difference between videos with hashtags and videos without is negligible, but it's clear that the famous sounds have been seriously helping my posts, and quite honestly, it's worked better than I ever thought it would.
This is my reasoning. This isn't 100% proven, but this is basically my take. This is from what I know. So hashtags are just designed to make it easier to search and find content on a social media platform. Meanwhile, if an algorithm picks up that, hey, this song is doing very well, it's going to be pushing content that uses that song because it's more likely to keep people on the app. And TikTok's goal is to keep people on the app for as long as possible. And that's the reason they really just push content that's already doing well. They push it to a larger audience, and it's just that easy.
Average likes on a post with a famous sound so far has been a ridiculous 237,100. Well, the average likes for a video without a famous sound has been just 15,840. And now that I'm saying that out loud, saying just 15,000 likes sounds absurd to me, but compared to the others, that's nothing. So, midday yesterday, with all the crazy success I'd been getting, I decided to change the plan a bit. I'm going to be posting all my posts from now on exclusively with a famous sound in the background. I mean, we've seen that it clearly works, and there's kind of nothing to lose, as ultimately the real goal is just to get as big as possible in these 7 days, and I think the case is pretty much closed. But I'll continue to test the hashtag theory, alternating between videos with hashtags and videos without, just to make sure there is truly no difference. And quite honestly, I was feeling really good and super confident in my plan at this point, until this happened. My video was under review. My fast growth, combined with the fact that I was uploading videos through my camera roll, made TikTok suspicious that they weren't original. So they blocked me from posting for a bit. Basically, I was growing so fast they thought I was using bots. But eventually, this video went live. But I haven't posted since, so hopefully my next post won't have the same issue. Worst case scenario, they deem my account to be fake and I'm not able to upload again for the rest of this experiment. I guess we'll just have to see what happens, and I'll talk to you on day 6. Regardless of any mishaps with videos being taken down, I think it's pretty clear at this point that things have been working, and it opened up the possibility for maybe being able to hit 100,000 followers in 1 week, but it was going to be close. So I decided to talk to a creator who was absolutely blown up on TikTok, who, like me, is doing it without doing a...
Before we get to this guy, I think this guy is he's the tutor guy. So he makes videos literally just solving equations and just doing math. Before we get to him, there's so many examples of people turning something extremely boring to the average person into something very, very entertaining. There's this girl that actually makes videos about Excel sheets, spreadsheets, literally spreadsheets, one of the possibly the most boring thing you could possibly do. Yet she makes it interesting and educational, but she throws in her personality, and she's got such an amazing personality, and because she puts so much personality, her energy into it, it makes you feel great. And she said herself that social media is simply transferring energy from one person to another. What does that mean? Transferring emotion. When someone likes you because you either look good, you're funny, you taught them so they appreciate you, you're transferring emotion. You're making them feel a certain way. And that's why this is so powerful.
A single trend. His name is Justice Shepherd. Here he is. I don't know if you even know the answer to this, but why do you think that your TikToks have succeeded?
The biggest reason is because when people see like a problem and they think that they can solve it, they are tuned in and want to watch the whole thing and seeing if they can do it, in their head. It's sort of satisfying, like seeing if you can get the answer. So I think the watch time from those people that watch the whole thing really boosted what the algorithm saw my videos as. Pick something that you're passionate about, focus on that, and grab the user's attention in the first 3 seconds, because if you don't, somebody else will. Typically long videos, like 60-second videos, people aren't going to watch it. So I would suggest keeping it
He's absolutely correct. Do not ever make very long videos. You can upload 3 to 5 minute long videos on TikTok now, but don't do it. It's just not worth it. You want to keep it short because the algorithm works off of likes, comments, shares, and user retention. What does that mean? How long did you watch the video? That's how it works. And the shorter your video is, then you don't need to keep their attention for 3 minutes long. It's much easier when you keep it shorter. So 15 seconds is beautiful for an advertisement, but let's see what he says here.
Longer than 40 seconds. I think every single viral video I've ever posted was no longer than 40 seconds.
So 40 seconds is the max that he's uploaded videos. So if you have any ideas for videos, you should try to max out 30, 40 seconds at the most.
make TikToks in that Goldilocks zone, from 20 to 40 seconds, or medium length. Or at least I thought. Let's check in on how my account's been doing now. Okay, it's day 7 and some things have happened. First, here's the update on the videos being reviewed. It still happens, and it's gotten worse. It started to get better, and videos were only taking a few minutes to get reviewed, but then, for whatever reason, TikTok decided to take down one of my videos due to illegal activities and regulated goods. It happened to be a video about TikTok's algorithm, so maybe they thought it was saying too much? I don't know. But I just decided to post the video again, and now it's back up without any issues. But let's get to the reason you're here, the follow update. We're just about to cross 90,000 followers, and we're at 1.6 million likes, and I've got 5 hours left in the challenge. I've also switched my content to making more algorithm-focused videos, which happen to do a bit worse than the consumer technology-related videos I was making before. So the growth has gone down a bit, but it taught me a lesson, as I quickly realized that the audience on TikTok was not the same as my audience.
This is very true. Every single social media is going to have a much different audience. So yes, there are going to be people that use YouTube and TikTok, but most of the time, those people are on YouTube and on TikTok for different reasons. For some people, YouTube tends to be long-term educational content, maybe gaming videos, maybe live streams. Meanwhile, TikTok is more about short, very short humor, and TikTok tends to be very short for humor, maybe something more like that. So that's why it's so different.
Yeah, algorithms and content creation, but the literal 9-year-olds of TikTok are more interested in TikToks where they can argue over Apple versus Android in the comment section. And that's not to diss TikTok. There are a lot of intelligent people on the app, but that general demographic...
He's got Joey Salads to comment on one of his videos.
Not to do very well on TikTok, and drama tends to do a lot better. Now, I never truly made content anywhere near drama, but the video that did the best for me was about controversial Apple rumors. So, although it wasn't what would typically appear on TikTok Room, it garnered a ton of conversation and comments, which is what you want on TikTok more than anywhere else. But let's get to a quick update on the hashtags. Not much has changed, but I gotta go, because I have one more final
This is actually kind of crazy to look at. There's a lot of people that just throw hashtags into a video and they're like, oh, the more hashtags you have, the more chance you have of like blowing up. And clearly just isn't true in this situation. I mean, having a video without hashtags got him almost twice as many views. So, I mean, likes, so.
TikTok to shoot, so I'll see you when the experiment is finally over. So things seem to be going well on that front. But this video wouldn't be complete without a deep dive into analytics. In the first video, I took a look at 100 TikToks. Today, we've stepped it up. We've analyzed more TikToks than views this video will probably get, although maybe you could change that. Smash the like button down below for the YouTube algorithm. And we've gone for not 1,000, not 5,000, but 1 TikTok. Just kidding. 10,000 TikToks analyzed. And let me show you what I found. So, out of the first 10,000 TikToks that appear on the For You page when logged out with no preferences, I found that 79.2% of videos on the For You page had hashtags in them. No surprise given the popularity of the infamous hashtag FYP. But when looking at the average likes, a video with no hashtags averages 718,423, while a video with hashtags averages 547,252. Now, of course, I'm not saying that adding hashtags is going to hurt your posts, but as we've covered before, there's very little evidence that hashtags helped your posts either. But there was tons of other interesting data too, like how 16.5% of all people on the For You page were verified, yet out of all 10,000 TikToks, Charlie D'Amelio appeared 0 times. And there was a ton of other stats too, like how original sounds compared.
That's so true. I was scrolling through TikTok yesterday night, and I actually got a video where she was in it, but it was from like a different one. I guess one of her friends posted it, and I just realized to myself, like, wow, like I've been on TikTok for almost a year now, and I've never seen Charlie D'Amelio once recommended to on my FYP. Maybe it's because, you know, I'm not really into like dancing content on TikTok, but it's something really interesting to think about.
compared to famous sounds in the background, where this data didn't agree with my last video. In fact, this data showed that videos with original sounds tended to get more likes, which goes against a fundamental TikTok belief. But based on my own evidence and the evidence of countless others, that one may just be an element of statistical randomness. And it's possible that this data just happened to lean the other way. I don't know. And I've linked all 10,000 TikToks worth of data in the description. Have fun with it. But let's take a moment to look at the final results of my 7-day experiment. 100K. We reached 100K. Okay, actually we haven't. I finished with 99K, but by the time this video comes out, we'll be at 100. And you ever heard of rounding? I thought so. So, here's what I learned. First of all, I learned before I even started this that the algorithm needs individual videos. They don't like series. Sure, part 2s are great, but you need to be able to watch either part and...
Don't ever make part 2s. For the love of God, do not make part 2s. If you do that, it might be the worst decision you possibly do, because let's say you make a video and it's a part 2 and it gets onto someone's algorithm. What are the chances that the next video you post, that part 2 is actually going to end up on the same person's algorithm? Very slim. So it's very unlikely. It does happen every once in a while, but it's extremely unlikely. So just don't do it. It's pointless.
Understand it. Like The Office. You could probably start at a random episode in season 6, having never seen the show before, and be fine. But in a show like Stranger Things, starting at season 2 wouldn't make any sense. So, on TikTok, the videos need to do well on their own. I know, because not only is that what I did, but it's what I didn't do a while ago. Just for kicks, I tried uploading a condensed version of one of my old videos to YouTube in 6 parts, and nobody watched it, because you couldn't watch each video alone, and the algorithm doesn't like that. Because the way TikTok's built, it only shows you one video from a single creator at a time. But I also learned that TikTok's algorithm likes things that are different. I may not have done any trends, but that's just it. It's different. I was the only one on TikTok filming with a nice camera, making informational videos, and still stirring the pot with a bit of controversial Apple rumors. It didn't matter that what I was doing wasn't popular. Doing what's popular is a myth. Why would anyone watch your content if all you're doing is what everyone else is doing? The fact that I did something so unique to TikTok by completely ignoring the trends was what the algorithm liked most. It didn't matter that I didn't really follow the video length data I found, or that I didn't use a famous sound when I first started. It's just that I was doing something no one had ever seen before. Think of the algorithm like a person. This person just wants to be entertained, so they're going to watch some of the videos with trends and dances, but eventually they're going to get bored. So they're going to want to change things up. And at the moment, TikTok, more than any other platform, is full of ripoffs and copycats. So doing something new is going to change things for the algorithm. The algorithm's looking for new content to recommend. It has a sense that everyone's sick of the top influencers on the app lacking any originality. And with the algorithm's ultimate goal being to just keep people on the app as long as possible, it wants new things to show it.
I tell people all the time, when it comes to their marketing content or to just videos that they are creating, it's as simple as just making videos that someone would want to watch. That's just it. To the TikTok algorithm is literally only powered by other humans. If someone else likes the video, then it's going to get pushed to people in that similar audience. So as long as you make content that is watchable, that people enjoy, it's going to get pushed out. It's that easy.